Charlotte Sparks in the final WNBA Commissioner's Cup, presenting her first start with the Sparks, storming their whites. Tip is up, and we are off and running here in downtown Los Angeles. Seattle controlled its own cup destiny as Nneka Ogwumike knocks down the jumper from the free throw line. So Minnesota will represent the West in the Commissioner's Cup Championship for the second straight season. Here's Sarah Ashley Barker making her second straight start, 7th overall. Here's Hamby with it. The back door, Barker right at the cup, missed it short. Rebound, McBagor. Seattle 6-5 on the year. Coming off a loss at Golden State. Ogwumike will try a three. That one misses short and rebounds off to Petty. The pitch ahead to Barker. Here's Hamby working against our former teammate in Ogwumike. Top of the key now, Stevens. Here's Jackson coming off a phenomenal 2-game road trip for the Sparks. Petty open for three.
What a great start to Ray Burrell, and know that Burrell is down to one.
Just one crutch.
One crutch. We're making progress.
Diggins going to get to the foul line to try to get up to speed. And was at shoot around this morning as Diggins knocks down the foul shot. Set the Seattle Storm single season record for assists last year, her first year in the green and white. She knocks down a pair of free throws, and Seattle in front by one. Here's Jackson, guarded by Gabby Williams, now trapped over there in the corner. Baseline cut there from Stevens, loses the handle, saves it out to Hamby. 8 on the shot clock. Jackson, a little hop in her step, working against Ogwumike. 5 to shoot. Barker got to do something, lets it go with 3 and splashes it home. Sarah Ashley Barker with the triple.
Just a great.
Diggins being picked up by our former teammate in Petty. Here's McBagor in the lane, left that short, rebound tipped by Hamby to herself. Derrick going to get into the front court and looks for the point guard, Petty. Right back to Hamby. Sparks are trying to run some offense, little pick and pop. Hamby has a lane and maybe a little too unselfish there, stolen away there by Gabby Williams. Williams in transition, the former Spark Wheeler. Williams knifing down the lane and able to get the layup.
Boy, what a...
5 former Sparks on the Storm roster. Was 6 prior to the Lee Yaroo trade last week. Hamby on the steal, Wheeler coming over there to help. Stevens trying to go off the bounce against McBagor. Has it stuffed right back in her face for 2, and his bounce off the backboard, and Z is there.
McBagor is so nice job staying with the play by Z.
Here's McBagor. Has had some success against the Sparks in her career. Has that one stolen away. Numbers for LA. Petty weaving through traffic. Finds SA. Corner 3. She got it. You love the energy to start this one from LA. All 3 of their triples. Barker's got 2 of them. And here's Stevens in the passing lane. Nearly took that one away. McBagor poked away from behind by Stevens. Ball in the hands of Petty. Sparks looking to run again. Petty looking for Hamby. Gabby Williams again. Man, she gets her hands on so many basketballs, and Wheeler tripped near half court. First time in the purple and gold. Berger, 3rd-year player out of Indiana, former first-round pick of the Fever. Here's Alicia Clark in for the first time tonight for Seattle. Corner 3, Wheeler needs a bounce and got a high one. Hamby over to Jackson. Jackson, bounce pass to Stevens, harassed by Clark in the corner. Stevens puts it on the bounce and called for backup. Somebody come help me with this baby. And made her way here to LA from Louisville at about 8:30 last night. Here's Barker, leaps over Alicia Clark, and Barker with it in the front court, trying to get down here. Sarah Ashley Barker high off the wing. Here's Diggins, pocket pass, Ogwumike. That's easy money for Nneka. Jackson, approaching 5 left in this first quarter. Loses her dribble, so cross court over to Berger's. Long 3, Berger has that rim off. Stevens there for the offensive rebound. Muscles it back up, nice little right hand jump hook over her left shoulder.
Opportunities as possible, nice job with the O-board, but coming right back down the lane is Wheeler.
She's so good at that, Erica Wheeler, getting downhill. Here's Jackson, tried to get it over to Hamby, but deflected and stolen away by Seattle.
Gabby Williams is everywhere defensively.
Everywhere. It's like she's got 8 arms. It's incredible. And here's an errant pass stolen by Jackson. Oh, behind the back. Rakia one-on-one against Wheeler off the glass. No, stays with it and back.
She says, let me play some point, coach.
They may need her to. Who knows? Berger in there right now. Nice defense against Diggins. And a whistle in the...
And I stay ready, so I'm here, and I appreciate the opportunity.
And she was drafted in 2012 in the 2nd round by Chicago. Didn't make her WNBA debut until 2019. So she's battled a lot of adversity just to get in this league. And here she is now with LA as Wheeler knocks down the transition bucket.
She was in Houston trained.
Jackson lost the handle momentarily, stays with it, and got a double dribble.
Turnovers, but boy, they've got to do a better job of passing and catching.
Here's Diggins working with Necker. That 1-2 punch, so dominant. Williams step back 3. That won't go. You got to guard that now from Gabby Williams, however. She can definitely shoot it. Much improved part of her game. Here's Jackson. She'll try a 3. Cannon there for the Alps in the loss at Minnesota on Saturday. Diggins from the corner.
Not a good idea to leave Scott.
Igniting the offense here. Uses the handy screen, double team, passes out of it over to Barker. Left alone is Jackson for 3. Rebound, Williams. Necker from the short corner, and that's an easy one.
That's right. Can't dare her to shoot.
Sparks a little more methodical in their approach here offensively as Williams in the passing lane once again. It's incredible.
We have 1:40 still to go.
Barker passing out of the double team. There's going to be a foul there. Seattle in the middle of a 7-0 run. Time now for Disney's 3 in this quarter.
9 points off those turnovers.
Jackson long on the jumper there. There's a fight out of France. Here's Jackson curling and firing long. Rebound Berger. Swung around. Barker for 3. Back heel. Rebound Malunga. Mercedes Russell in there for the first time tonight for LA, playing against her former mates. Here's Williams, the hezzy. Gabby Williams getting to the cup. Time tonight for Seattle. Here's Barker attacking Malunga there. Left the layup short. Wheeler will get into the front court for Seattle. Williams has done just about everything here in this first quarter.
Seattle shoots 77%. So
nice bounce pass. Wheeler to Clark diving to the cup.
number's going to go up. We're up to 70.
You've seen the defense from Seattle sort of ratchet up here as this quarter has continued. Barker around the Russell screen, lobs it underneath Russell in traffic. The kick out, Jackson a 3, can't answer. Rebound Z underneath, goes up. No, Malunga's there. Stevens again, and she gets the whistle. TanksOpen.com.
Boy, is that going to be a day here at Crypto.
Anticipation high for that Sunday afternoon. A nationally televised game as well. Here's Wheeler to beat the buzzer. Just heaved it up there, nothing doing, and that'll be that for the first quarter.